right, artists, today we're gonna work on a friendship bracelet. So all of the things that I'm gonna need are right here. You wanna make sure that you are using this bracelet thread. It's actually embroidery thread, but it works really great for bracelets. It's a little bit thicker than what we have in that yellow bucket. So make sure it has a number on it, and that's how we know it's a bracelet, really good for bracelets. So, as usual, you always want to get an arm span of thread. I have already done that because you can't really see that on camera. And what I'm going to do is put those ends together, and then, so all the ends are together, and then I folded it in half. So I have for me kind of a U end here. And I'm going to make a little knot. This is at the end going to be a clasp for me. So I like to put what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a loop with this little U here. See that? And I pinch where it crosses, and then I'm going to tuck that loop under, and then I'm going to get it up through. See, I make sure I'm doing this good. Up through that loop. I like to keep my finger kind of in here, and then I push the knot towards the top of that loop. Now, to make things a little bit easier on myself, what I like to do is, you just heard it, tape my work to the table. Okay? So now what we're going to do, we're going to be using a very simple knot tying, but what I'm going to do is because remember I folded my strands, I'm going to organize my strands together. So I have my blues together, come along, and then I'm going to have my yellows together. So it's kind of, I don't pull real hard because otherwise we tend to make knots. It's a lot like when you're sewing. Put my yellows together, come on now. You can arrange this any way you want, but this is just what I'm going to do. And however you arrange it is how this friendship bracelet is going to work out. My greens are together. They already knew they got in a group. They're like, yeah. And then let's get my oranges and my purples together. There we go. So what I'm going to be doing is tying a very simple knot around each of these colors. Okay. Now I think I'm going to do it double. So I'm going to use both of the purples at the same time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make kind of like a P. Let's see. There we go. You can see there's a big loop here. It's crossing over the orange. And I'm going to pick it up right there and I pinch it. My other hand is going to push the purple through that loop. And then I switch hands. It's up through the loop. And I'm going to gently pull it tight all the way to the top. And I'm going to do that one more time. Remember, that's a P. I pick it up where it's crossing that orange. And then I'm going to push it up through that P. I'm going to switch my hands. That's what I mean when I say that. And I pull it tight. Now what happens is my purple and my orange have kind of traded places. So I'm going to push my orange off to the side there. I am now going to get my green strands. So I put my blue and my yellow are out of the way now. So I take this purple and I make that P again over the green. I'm going to pinch where it crosses. Pull it through that loop. When the strands are a little bit longer, you just have to have a little bit of patience because they're going to kind of come up, pull through. I pull that purple up to the top. I repeat one more time. It's hard to do with a camera in front of me. Oh, sorry about that. And then I gently pull that tight. And look at the purple and the green have switched places. So now, push that green off to the side. And I'm going to do the purple with the yellow and the blue. So I just continue on my path going all the way across. Okay, I've threaded that purple all the way across. I should say I've knotted it all the way across all of my strands. Now I'm going to start with the orange, and I'm going to do the same thing across my strands. You're going to do this until, well, pretty much you've made a bracelet all the way down. You'll see my example hanging on the board. To finish, add that button. Watch the next video for that.